Good evening, everyone. I am Angelique Derouan, your National Honor Society president, and I am so happy to be your MC tonight, along with the lovely Claire Lee, our student government president, as well as the equally as lovely Kathy Desker, who is our senior class president. As I said, we will be your student MCs for this evening. We would like to take this opportunity to welcome you to our 2020 virtual Zoom Honors Night program. And we would like to thank you sincerely for joining us tonight. Now, if you will please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. There we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now I would like to introduce Mrs. Dawn Young, principal of Vestal High School.
Welcome and congratulations, seniors. I'd like to thank our Vestal High School Orchestra for the beautiful music recorded and shared while we were waiting to begin our formal program. This is not the way I had anticipated my first honors night as principal of Vestal High School. While the world has changed significantly in the past 3 months, our seniors bring a message of hope for the future. They look to next year with hope for who they will continue to become. Seniors, you have worked hard academically, artistically, musically, and athletically. You have put your best efforts into discovering your passions and giving back to our community. Tonight, seniors will receive honors that include monetary awards to help them reach their next goal, while we recognize how far you have already come. Thank you to our generous scholarship sponsors for making this possible. I'd also like to extend a special thank you to the Board of Education for their continued support of our students and programs. It truly is my privilege to serve Vestal High School as principal. Now I'd like to introduce our superintendent of schools, Mr. Jeffrey Ahern, to share a few words.
Good evening, parents, families, and guests. To the class of 2020, it is an honor and a pleasure to be present tonight as you are presented awards in recognition of your accomplishments. Honors Night is an opportunity for us to recognize our students for their accomplishments and to also present them with monetary awards for their considerable efforts. It is our good fortune in Vestal to have an outstanding group of students who apply themselves every day in the pursuit of excellence and who understand the importance of service to others. It is fitting that on this evening, we recognize these students not only for their academic accomplishments, but also for their contributions to the school and community. This evening, it is our privilege to announce awards in the form of 143 scholarships worth over $153,000 for the class of 2020. With the ever-increasing cost of higher education, these scholarships help ease the financial burdens placed on families as our students begin the journey toward accomplishing their goals, aspirations, and dreams. This ceremony would not be possible were it not for the very generous donations made by countless individuals in support of Vestal students. Donations from individuals, civic groups, service clubs, school organizations, and private businesses in Vestal and throughout the Southern Tier make tonight's awards possible. In addition to the scholarships we announced tonight, many of these students are the recipients of scholarships sponsored by the institutions they will attend in the fall. These outstanding support for our students should be a source of community pride. A number of our scholarships are memorials honoring deceased loved ones. Others are designed to support students' pursuits toward a particular field of study. Many of these scholarships recognize outstanding achievement or service to the community during the student's high school career. At the end of our program tonight, you will see a list of this year's sponsors. Although you did not have an opportunity to meet some of the individuals tonight who provide the support for our students, the next time you see them, please take a moment to thank them for their current and continued support of Vestal students. Finally, I would like to take this opportunity to recognize the work of the Vestal chapter of Dollars for Scholars. Vestal Dollars for Scholars is the largest single sponsor of scholarships for Vestal students. They are responsible for over half of all the scholarships that are being awarded this evening, totaling over $110,000. This year, the Vestal chapter of Dollars for Scholars is celebrating 30 years of support for our Vestal students. 12 months ago, its board of directors began organizing events and activities in order to raise funds for distribution for this evening. Dollars for Scholars relies on individuals such as yourself who make donations during the annual phone-a-thon, bought a holiday wreath, or supported one of the other fundraising activities. Please remember the good work done by Dollars for Scholars by supporting their fundraising events during the next 12 months so that we can continue this outstanding support of our students. We now begin our ceremony and identify our scholarship recipients. Congratulations to all of our students for earning these well-deserved awards. Thank you, students, for your outstanding performance that continues to be a source of tremendous community pride. Enjoy.
Thank you, Mr. Ahern, for your speech. Our first presenter of the evening will be Mrs. Barbara Gaylord, Senior Class Advisor.
Thank you, Claire. The Dr. Walter Komarnisinski Memorial Scholarship Fund has been awarding this scholarship to Vestal seniors for 25 years. The scholarship is for seniors that are planning on entering into a medical profession to become a doctor, nurse, or physical therapist. This year, we will be awarding two $1,120 scholarships. Dr. Komarniski was a very dedicated family and school physician. He was on the sidelines of every home football game and provided the best care to every Vestal student until he retired at the age of 70 after 37 years of dedication to the Vestal Central School District. Dr. Komarniski cared so much about his patients, he would often accept homegrown vegetables instead of the $10 copay for an office visit from his patients that could not afford to pay him. It is the hope of his family that the recipients of this scholarship will follow in Dr. Komarniski's footsteps with the same dedication to medicine that he displayed. The recipients of the Dr. Walter Komarniski Memorial Scholarship are Ash Ashok and Cassie Abrams. With our next scholarship, it takes a very special person to be honored with a scholarship in their name. Mrs. Joan Snyder, who was called Queen or Queenie, ended her reign in the Vestal High School Counseling and Guidance Office several years ago. She was and still is the best. Why would two former Vestal grads want to contribute money to a scholarship in her name for the past 6 years? Well, the reasons are endless, but here are a few. Throughout her 17 years, she did lots of things to help Vestal students. She would proofread college essays, help out with college applications, give out lunch money, worry about students having someone to eat with in the cafeteria, or have a date to the prom. She always strongly encouraged seniors to apply for various scholarships. Every single time a senior walked into the counseling and guidance office, she would tell him to go to the scholarship wall and check out the scholarships that are posted. She attended every play, concert, talent fest, prom, and prom all-nighter. Every Vestal sporting event, she was in the stands. We will not mention all the late hall passes she gave out in her time at Vestal. She knew almost every student by name and whether they were a Yankees fan or not. She also knew if a student just needed a moment and a place to sit quietly or someone to talk to. She did this all in effort to better the lives of students at Vestal. Her presence in the Counseling and Guidance Office is missed by everyone. Dr. Kevin Struble is the Associate Dean of the School of Education at Liberty University, and along with his brother, Kyle Struble, who is Deputy Head of Corporate Planning at AIG, they make this scholarship possible to honor Mrs. Snyder. Both of them sat on the stage in the auditorium on Honors Night. They still remember all the work they put into be there and how Mrs. Snyder contributed to that, and they want to give back to two deserving seniors to help them accomplish their goals and dreams. Congratulations to Abigail Kane and Avery Verkler, who both will be receiving a $500 Joan Snyder Outstanding Student Scholarship. The next scholarship is given in memory of Howard Abrahamson, who was a teacher at Vestal Hills Elementary School for many years. It is given to a graduating senior who has attended Vestal Hills Elementary School. Selection is made on the basis of exemplary citizenship, scholastic achievements, and an interest in further education. I am proud to announce that the winner of the $100 Howard Abrahamson Memorial Scholarship is Marina Klein. Congratulations, Marina. Our next scholarship, the $400 Roberts Rounds Memorial Scholarship, has been established by the parents of Robert R. Rounds, who was a graduate of Vestal High School. His parent credited this grant in loving memory in order to perpetuate their son's name. Our winner this year is Sue Chen Slogar. The Clyde Wiley Memorial Scholarship is given in memory of Clyde Wiley, a former Vestal Board of Education member. It is given in the amount of $100 to a student who displays exemplary character traits, including honesty, commitment to betterment of others, and a sense of humor and fairness. All traits that Mr. Wiley possessed. It is also given to a student planning to pursue a career in the field of engineering. The winner of the 2020 Clyde Wiley Memorial Scholarship is Cameron Cook. Congratulations to all our award winners.
Thank you, Mrs. Gaylord. Now I will present the Vestal Police Benevolent Association Scholarship. This $1,000 Vestal Police Benevolent Association Scholarship is granted to a deserving senior aspiring to enter the field of criminal justice. The 2020 recipient has been selected on the basis of their exemplary citizenship, scholastic achievement, and dedication to pursuing their career goals. Congratulations to this year's winner, Richard Zhang. Please welcome now Ms. Sivan Devi, the president of the Vestal Dollars for Scholars, who will be presenting the numerous Dollars for Scholars awards.
Good evening. I'm Sivan Devi, and I'm president of Vestal Dollars for Scholars. I'll be presenting our awards this evening, along with a few of our other board members. In 1990, a group of Vestal residents got together to start a scholarship foundation for students entering college. And in October 1990, Vestal Dollars for Scholars was chartered. The goal was, and still is, to assist students of varied abilities and talents with scholarships for post-secondary education. In June 1991, 5 scholarships worth $2,500 were awarded. Tonight, we are awarding scholarships totaling $110,000 to 80 students. Since our local chapter began providing scholarships, 2,530 students have, including this year, received scholarships totaling $1,608,000. It is a pleasure to be here this evening representing Dollars for Scholars Board of Trustees. The board is made up of people from many different parts of our community, including school staff and local business professionals. The work that they do throughout the year makes these scholarships possible. Our funds are raised in a variety of ways. We have an annual campaign that brings in approximately $10,000 from Vestal residents. We receive contributions from school groups, such as the Vestal Teachers Association, the Vestal Employees Association, Vestal Administrators, Vestal Paraprofessional Associations, PTOs, sports organizations, community service groups such as the Vestal Rotary, and many individuals who contribute in memory of a loved one or a close friend. A number of graduating classes have also established awards. In recent years, families and friends have established Dollars for Scholars awards to honor and remember students, graduates, staff, and community members who have passed as a result of accidents or illness. These awards recognize their importance to their family and the Vestal community. Part of what makes these awards so special is that they are personal for so many families and organizations. Each year, they attend tonight's ceremony and present their award, recognizing their reason for creating the award and sharing its importance. Many are watching tonight, and on behalf of the board, I would like to thank each of you personally for your dedication to continuing to support our graduates. I hope that our words do them justice. Before we distribute our awards, I want to personally thank everyone from our high school counseling and guidance office who did a tremendous amount of work to make this possible. Jewel Cook, who organized this evening, and our awards committee, Sally Lowenstein, Katie Jablonowski, and Christy Smith, as well as Karen Gates and Chris Hill, who served on the awards committee. They spent countless hours to make these awards possible, and we could not do this without them. And now for our first scholarship of the evening. In 1996, Dr. Gajwani approached us about setting up a special scholarship to be called the Jeanette Gajwani Student of the Year in memory of his daughter, Jeanette. This was the first self-sustaining scholarship fund through Vestal Dollars for Scholars. Similar funds have since been established. The $2,000 Jeanette Gajwani Student of the Year Award for 2020 is being awarded to Savin Kanira. Scholarship in memory of Isaac N. Keyes. The Isaac Nicholas Keyes Memorial Award is given to a graduating Vestal High School student pursuing higher education in music, special education, or a health-related field. Isaac's family tells us he was a student at the Vestal Middle School. He dearly loved playing his trumpet with the band. As a special needs student, Isaac always received the attention he needed to thrive in the school setting. His family's hope is that this memorial scholarship will encourage graduating seniors to consider careers in music or special education and apply that knowledge to assist educators to better understand the needs of not only special education students, but all students who love music. This scholarship is available to students going into the medical or health-related fields. Isaac had medical issues caused by him being born prematurely. Due to the expertise of the medical staff at Cross Irving Memorial Hospital in Syracuse, they were able to enjoy him in their lives for 14 years. His family was especially grateful to the Vestal School community for the outpouring of support given at the time of Isaac's passing. This year's recipient of the $500 award is Marina Zhao. The Teddy Karras Award. Friends and family established this award in memory of Teddy Karras and his love of art and music. Among his many activities, he was a member of the Vestal Voices. $500 is awarded to support a student who wishes to study music in college. And this year's winner is Taylor Ryder. The Puglisi Memorial Award. This award of $750 is given by friends and families of memory of Michael Puglisi. And this year's winner is George Spring. The Ed Geikus Award. A number of years ago, Vestal lost a great supporter, Ed Geikus, at too young an age. Ed worked for decades as a teacher, administrator, and coach. He was also very active in community activities such as Challenger Baseball Program. He was a caring educator who served the needs of exceptional children throughout the district and was instrumental in establishing many of the programs that are now in the Vestal School for these exceptional children. On behalf of Ed's daughter, Bethany Gobolewski, we are pleased to present this award for $500 to Liam Porter. The Gil Chubb Partners Award. Gil Chubb was the charter president of Vestal Dollars for Scholars. He is a longtime partner of the Partners Agency, now Smith Brothers Agency. He was also a longtime member of the Vestal Rotary Club. When he passed away, Rotary set up a permanent fund in Gil's memory. This is a $1,000 award to Pilar Pfeffer. Vestal Rotary Club is also a founding partner of Dollars for Scholars, and each year they award a $1,000 award to a student involved in community service. This year's winner is Maggie Murphy. The Robert Elseth Award. On 9/11/2001, Lieutenant Commander Robert Elseth, a graduate of Vestal High School, died in the disaster at the Pentagon. The class of 1982 started the Robert Elseth Memorial Scholarship in his honor. This year's winner of the $1,000 scholarship is Dominic Perfetti. The Elena Wilson Royal Dutch Oil STEM Award. This is a unique award for us in more than one way. It is funded by Elena Wilson with a matching grant from Royal Dutch Shell Oil Corporation. Elena Wilson took the time and effort not only to contribute her own money, but also persuaded her employer to match her contribution. Elena, a mechanical engineer, established this award as a small step toward enabling Vestal's next generation of scientists, engineers, and mathematicians to achieve their higher education goals and make an impact on the world. She is a Vestal graduate who wants to give back to students from her high school. On behalf of Ms. Wilson, we are pleased to present this award of $1,500 to Jacob Barnes and Megan Burdick. This year, we have a new award, the Rita B. Yates Scholarship. Rita was a lifelong resident in the Binghamton area. She was born in 1934 at Binghamton City Hospital. She grew up on Prospect Street in Binghamton. Most people living in this area came from Eastern Europe, and the area where Rita lived was called Polish Heaven. Rita grew up in a Polish home with her parents, Leo and Wanda Bilski, her maternal grandparents, her mom's brother Frank and sister Edna, and her daughter Jean. She loved growing up with so many family members. She attended and graduated from Stella Elementary School and Johnson City High School. Rita was very proficient at reading and an overall excellent student. Because of this, she would help many of her fellow students with their reading skills and develop lifelong friendships with many of them. Rita not only excelled with her high school work, but also the piano. She played for the Johnson City High School chorus. She was also played many sports, including basketball, volleyball, field hockey, and softball. After high school, Rita attended Cortland State Teachers College in Cortland, where she earned a bachelor's degree and certification in teaching grades K through 8. She loved attending Cortland State Teachers College and graduated near the top of her class. During this time, she kept active with playing sports and was also active in a sorority, Alpha Delta Delta, and did many community services projects in the community. She then attended Columbia University in New York City and earned her master's degree in teaching and reading and high school academics. Rita loved being in New York City and her experience working as a journalist at the school newspaper. However, the most memorable experience from earning her master's degree was spending 4 months in Europe as a comparative education teacher, studying education systems in England, Denmark, Sweden, Russia, France, and Poland, and ending her stay in Belgium, where she attended the 1958 World's Fair. The trip was exceptionally memorable to Rita as she met Khrushchev, the president of Russia. She visited the mausoleum in Red Square, Moscow, and seeing a glass-encased coffin of the Russian leaders Vladimir Lenin and Joseph Stalin. Her master's thesis was written on what she learned from the communist school she studied from on this trip. Rita met Gordon J. Yates in 1958 and married him in 1959. They have 4 children, Lisa, Christian, Matthew, and Valerie. They built a home on Charleston Avenue in Vestal. Rita lived in the house the rest of her life and loved Vestal and the surrounding area. She also has 14 grandchildren who she's very proud of. While being an active mom and raising her children, Rita also worked for many years at the Vestal school system as a reading teacher. Rita was active her entire life, providing volunteer services to others. After she retired as a reading teacher, she spent 8 summers in the early 2000s teaching English in Poland at a camp with her husband, Gordon, and several of her grandchildren. She was the president and board member of the American Civic Association for several decades and taught a course in English as a second language to refugees. She spoke at many of the citizenship ceremonies and welcomed refugees as new citizens of the United States. On April 3rd, 2009, Rita was running late to a meeting at the with the American Civic Association director as a gunman entered the building and shot and killed 13 people and injuring 4 others. Sadly, Rita lost many valued colleagues that day. Rita was so proud of her Polish heritage and served on the board of Copernic Society and Observatory since the late 1970s until the end of her life in 2019. She led various programs there and was actively involved with assisting with the $2 million renovation in 1992. Rita was also a member of the Lyceum Society Social Committee and longtime member. Lyceum is a lifelong learning institute for adult learners over 50 years of age, and they are affiliated with Binghamton University. Rita passed away on February 5th, 2019 in Provo, Utah, while visiting her son Christian and daughter Valerie and their families. She lived a wonderful life filled with adventure, learning, and service. She made friends easily and was always outgoing and friends with all. Her legacy will live on with her family and friends for decades to come. This year's winner of the $2,000 award is Adrienne Griffiths. The following scholarships have been established by family members honoring their loved ones. The John Warner Memorial Scholarship of $500 each is awarded to Pilar Pfeffer and Zoha Khan. The Mary Dowling Scholarship for $600 is awarded to Jack Milkovich. The Francis Schmidt Scholarship for $1,500 is awarded to Claire Lee. I'm just going to let the screen show catch up for a moment. The Ralph and Eloise Klitsch Memorial Scholarship for $1,500 is awarded to Vandia Kamagiri. The Anthony Aloisi Memorial Scholarship for $1,500 is awarded to Sean Lewis. The Carol Badnikas Memorial Scholarship for $1,500 is awarded to Shuchen Slogar. The Mary Nichols Memorial Scholarship for $1,500 is awarded to Marissa Lorenzetti. The Dollars for Scholars Jerry Eddinghoff Memorial Award. Jerry Eddinghoff was a longtime administrator, superintendent, and member of the Board of Education. Education was always near and dear to his heart. He cared deeply about all of Vestal's students. He became president of Dollars for Scholars at a very difficult time for our organization, and he helped bring it back to the strong organization that it is today. Jerry was passionate about helping students achieve their higher education goals. He'd be amazed and humbled by all the donations that were made in his name. The $1,000 Jerry Eddinghoff Memorial Award goes to A.J. Mills. The Barry Klipsch Award. This $2,000 award, raised through the contributions from our yearly appeal, has been established to recognize Barry Klipsch, who was a member of the Dollars for Scholars Board of Trustees for over 20 years, most of them as president. He deserves much of the credit for the lasting success of our scholarship program. He worked tirelessly to raise funds for Dollars for Scholars when it was young and established many of the award procedures that we use today. Most of all, he was a positive role model for many of us who wanted to make Vestal community a supportive place to live. Thousands of graduating seniors have been assisted in their post-secondary education due to Barry's work. The Barry Klipsch Memorial Scholarship for $2,000 goes to Adam Lewis. The Dollars for Scholars Awards. Through our annual fundraising efforts, such as the annual fund campaign, the Barnes & Noble and Dick's Sporting Good Open work, Dollars for Scholars is able to award 11 scholarships this year, totaling $17,000. Thank you for everyone who support these efforts. First scholarship is Joelle Delisle for $500, Imogen Alley for $500, and Jack Zhao for $500. The next scholarships are Hannah Kraus for $2,000, Sarah Barnum for $2,000, Ella Began for $2,000, Hannah Barnum for $2,000, Avery Verkler for $2,000, Noah Walsh for $2,000, and I did miss it, I did see the slide, and Cameron Cook for $1,500. And the last award that I will be presenting this evening is the Edward and Barbara Blossom Award. This fund was established through a very generous donation by Barbara Blossom in memory of her husband, and now includes her name as well. 3 awards of $5,000 each are being presented to Alexander Leclerc, Dora Donisick, and Kathy Desker. Thank you very much. And thank you again for all of your continuing support for Dollars for Scholars. We do have many more awards and they will be presented later by other board members. Thank you and good night.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Davy. And I just would like to thank Mrs. Davy for reading all of those names. Like, wow, that was quite a bit. And she did an amazing job. And I'd also like to congratulate, there's the word. I'd like to congratulate all of my friends for the scholarships that you won through Dollars for Scholars. It's truly amazing. And I'm just so happy that you guys get to use this money to further your education. So I know this isn't a lot of applause, but that's the best I can do. So congratulations, everyone. So now I will present the Eldridge Memorial Scholarships. So this scholarship is made possible through the generosity of the Eldridge family, who, as early Vestal residents, were profoundly interested in their community and the youth of this great community. The 2020 recipients of this $400 scholarship are Laura Bird, Cameron Cook, Dora Donisick, Abigail Kane, Alex Leclerc, Jenny Newens, and last but not least, Zujen Slogar. So congratulations everyone for receiving this scholarship. It's definitely a huge honor. And our next presenter will be our new and awesome, if I do say so myself, athletic director, Mr. Josh Gannon. Take it away.
Good evening. Thank you very much. Congratulations to everybody. The Michael D. Rotundi Memorial Track and Field Scholarship is a $200 scholarship sponsored by the Vestal Flyers Track Booster Club. Mr. Rotundi was a physical education teacher at Vestal from 1965 to 1988. He was the track coach and an assistant football coach for many years. He had many different roles at Vestal. He performed them proudly. This scholarship is given to 2 senior track and field team members who are continuing their education at a 4-year college or university, have high academic standards, and who, like Mr. Rotundi, have been dedicated to athletics in Vestal. This year's recipients to the Michael D. Rotundi Memorial Scholarship are Simone Davy and Laura Martin. Congratulations, Simone and Laura. The $2,000 Richard Hoover Memorial Scholarship is given through the efforts of the Dick Hoover Tribute Committee and its various sponsors. Mr. Hoover taught and coached football for Vestal Central School District for 26 years. As a coach, he led his teams to a record of 165 wins, 38 losses, and 7 ties. He was named National High School Coach of the Year in 1973. Throughout his career, Mr. Hoover exemplified qualities of leadership, cooperation, dependability, and the achievement of excellence, as does this year's recipient. According to the coaches, there were many great candidates to choose from this year, but the winner of the 2020 Richard Hoover Memorial Scholarship is Josh Kilpatrick. Congratulations, Josh. The Vestal Recreational Youth Soccer Association has been proudly providing soccer in the area since 1986. The organization, run entirely by volunteers, relies on community support from parents, teachers, and students. Each year, they give 4 scholarships to student athletes who have been a part of their soccer family. These students have maintained high academic standards while also finding time to give back to their community. The 2020 $500 VRYSA scholarship winners are Laura Bird, Cameron Cook, Abigail Kane, and Adam Lewis. Congratulations to these winners. The Vestal Cagers Paul Kearns Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $250 is given for leadership ability, team spirit, school citizenship, service to school, and interest in basketball. This scholarship is given in memory of Paul Kearns, a longtime Vestal Cagers member, for his many years of dedication and service to Vestal athletics. The three recipients chosen for 2020 are Andrew Carr, Jalen Morin, and Corvetta Wilcox. Congratulations to Andrew, Jalen, and Corvetta. It does not take much thought to determine this year's recipient of the Alyssa Beck Memorial Scholarship, as the varsity softball team has only one senior, Samantha Burby. It also doesn't take much thought to determine that she would be the recipient of this scholarship, even if there were a team full of candidates. Sam has been a member and starter on the varsity softball team for 4 years, which speaks to her outstanding softball and athletic ability. However, Alyssa Beck's Memorial Scholarship is much more than that. The scholarship is awarded to a player that demonstrates positive attitude off the field as well, a player that demonstrates commitment, selflessness, and perseverance. If you spend any time with Sam, it doesn't take long to realize she too demonstrates these attributes in everything she does, both on and off the field. She attended many Vestal Diamond Club committee meetings as the players' liaison, representing the players and their perspectives because she cared about her teammates. In Sam's application, she described her greatest strength as her resilience. In her words, she wrote, "Whenever I get knocked down, I've learned I'm only defeated if I don't get back up." The epitome of perseverance. This attitude and outlook was certainly applicable to the 2020 spring season for Sam and all of our spring athletes. There is no doubt that Sam will get back up and not be defeated. It is the Vestal Softball Diamond Committee's great honor to award a $500 scholarship in memory of Alyssa Beck Bowman to Samantha Burby. Congratulations, Sam. The Vestal Youth Soccer Association Scholarship is being awarded this year to a very deserving senior who has been involved in Vestal Youth Soccer and who has also had a positive influence on their peers, their school, and their community. The VYSA would like to award this $500 scholarship to Laura Bird. Congratulations, Laura. And congratulations to all of our great seniors tonight. I miss you and can't wait to see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gannon. Now I will present the Hatala Orthodontics Scholarship. The $1,000 Hatala Orthodontics Scholarship is presented to a senior who has been an orthodontic patient at Hatala Orthodontics. The decision was made by a combination of academic and personal qualifications. Hatala Orthodontics is proud to have this young woman as a part of their orthodontics family and wish her the best of luck with college and her bright future. Congratulations to this year's winner, Charisma Economides. Please welcome our next presenter, school counselor, Mrs. Chrissy Smith. Mrs. Smith is on the Vestal Dollars for Scholars board and will be presenting more Dollars for Scholars awards.
Good evening. I'm proud to announce the Holly Kittle Mariana Award. She was a vibrant, courageous, and loving woman. She lived a full life of love for her family, friends, and strangers. Despite her lifelong struggle with multiple types of cancer, during each adversity, her main concern was always the welfare and happiness of others. By the grace of God, she overcame each adversity while helping herself and others grow. We are proud to present this award of $500 in memory of Holly to Leah Eldred. The Vestal Diamond Committee Award of $500 is meant to highlight not only participation in varsity baseball, but also to encourage students to join Little League and other organized baseball programs. On behalf of the Diamond Committee, we are pleased to present this $500 award to Jonathan Eaton. The Vestal Employees Association is a vital part of our school district community. The group includes employees such as clerical, bus drivers, food service, custodial, and maintenance. They are all dedicating this scholarship to a special friend and former coworker named Sharon Jacobs. Sharon was a bus driver for the Vestal School District for many years and filled many roles of the VEA. She started out as the treasurer and then filled the office of vice president before finally serving as president for over 20 years. She was a wonderful leader of the Vestal Employees Association, the Vestal School District, and a great friend to everyone who knew her. This year's winner of the $500 Vestal Employees Sharon Jacobs Scholarship is Cameron Cook. Bob Breed began his bus driving career in 1961, watching over the safety of our children for 56 years, retiring in 2017. He not only drove his school bus, his day bus route, but also piloted sports teams and students to the Batavia School for the Deaf. He knew all the students on his bus run and their families came to care a great deal about him. On his last day before retirement, signs were put out along his route wishing him well, and there were more than a few tears from his students. Community members and family created this $500 award to recognize Bob's numerous contributions. It goes to a student whose interest includes post-secondary education in agriculture, the mechanical trades, or environmental science. Congratulations to Angelica Perez. The Association of Vestal Paraprofessionals Award is presented by a group of paraprofessionals who directly care for our most challenged students, help keep our schools safe, and provide services, often behind the scenes, that support our students and administrators to meet the need of our students in grades K through 12. We are thankful that they have joined the roster of the Vestal Dollars for Scholars supporters. On behalf of the association, we are pleased to present this $500 award to Nathan Boble. For many years, the Vestal Teachers Association has raised thousands of dollars for our graduating seniors. This year, they have donated over $4,000 that enable us to present 8 seniors with a VTA award. Dollars for Scholars would like to thank our teachers for their continued support of our Vestal students. This year's winners are Sean Reynolds, $750. Jacob Barnes, $500. Juliana Chikangwo, $500. Lucy Letts, $500. Claire Lee, $500. Sean Lewis, $500. And Nina Nagayama, $500. And Suchen Slogar, $500. Congratulations. The Vestal District Council acts as coordinating body to promote communication and cooperation among the parent organizations in all 7 schools in the district. Since their overall goal is to support Vestal's quality education program, they thought it only fitting to establish a scholarship program to reward students who are pursuing a career in education. This year, thanks to the fundraising efforts with Midway Bowling, we are happy to present not 1, but 2 $1,000 scholarships to graduating seniors. Congratulations and good luck to Emma McDonald and Raven Van Gelder. For many years, the Sherwood family has supported this award in remembrance of Nancy Sherwood, Ben Sherwood, a longtime, well-respected Vestal attorney, and his wife, Ellen. Nancy, Ben, and Ellen greatly valued education and were proud to be part of the Vestal School District. A total of 12 family members graduated from Vestal and went on to college. Many friends and family throughout the community contributed yearly to this memorial fund. On behalf of Michael Sherwood, Ben and Ellen's son, and Nancy's husband, we are pleased to present a $500 award to Adam Morrow. The Cara Costello Memorial Award was created by the family of Cara Costello in memory of Cara. She was an active and accomplished student who was very interested in both academics and sports. This award will go to a student interested in fashion or graphic arts or science, as well as winning, if possible, at least 3 varsity letters. We are proud to present this award of $1,500 on behalf of Cara's parents, Bob and Elaine Costello, to Zandria Hedrick. The Vestal Dollars for Scholars Terry Dempsey Achievement Award is a permanent award sponsored by Dollars for Scholars Board of Trustees. It was inspired by a suggestion from Terry Dempsey, a recently retired Vestal High School special education teacher. The two seniors who will receive this $2,000 award exemplify exceptional efforts in their academic work at the high school, and this award recognizes the students' hard work to reach their highest potential and their perseverance through difficult times. This year's winners are Jedi Marie Rios and Jalen Morin. The Frank and Grace Avery Memorial Award are presented in memory of Frank and Grace Avery, who were very generous donors to the Vestal Dollars for Scholars. Sandra Card, a lifelong friend of the Averys, has shared with us that Frank and Grace Avery were extremely proud of Vestal schools, and it was important to them to promote education. In 1997, Grace donated $200,000 to Vestal Dollars for Scholars. This endowment in her memory of her husband has generated hundreds of scholarships for Vestal seniors. The Averys did not have children of their own, but parented many neighborhood children with loving care. They shared their home, time, wisdom, and talents while teaching values and confidence. Frank graduated from Ohio State with a chemical engineering degree and earned many patents in photography while working at Anatech in Binghamton. Grace was the town historian from 1971 to 1977, as well as compiling a book, The History of Vestal, 1823 to 1973, for Vestal's sequential celebration. She was actively involved in restoring and relocating the railroad station to the library lot, turning it into the Vestal Museum. These are just a few of her accomplishments. We admire the Averys not only for their intellect and generosity, but for their dedication to the town and youth of Vestal. Congratulations to this year's $3,000 winners, Derek Avery, Laura Bird, Ronnie Contrada, Marina Klein, and Kendra Sullivan.
Thank you, Mrs. Smith. Now I will be presenting the Appalachian Lions Club Scholarship. This is the 35th annual scholarship given on behalf of the Appalachian Lions Club with the objective of promoting and rewarding young people for their service to their community and their school. It is given to a deserving senior for their demonstrated service to the school and community, as well as their strong academic achievement. I am happy to announce that this year's $1,000 scholarship goes to Stephen Kajdourian. Congratulations. Up next to present is another one of our school counselors, Mr. Robert Malvasio.
Good evening. The Kenzie Jean Wheeler Memorial Scholarship was established by Kenzie's mom, Carissa Tennant, to honor and remember Kenzie Jean's short and vibrant life and to spread awareness of child safety around motor vehicles. Kenzie loved everyone and would feel honored to financially assist seniors going on to college. Instead of writing essays, applicants are asked to create projects to spread awareness and help prevent another tragedy where a precious child loses his or her life due to lack of safety precautions, such as making sure the child is safely buckled in the car, lack of properly installed car seats, and proper caution by the driver. In spite of the cancellation of major fundraisers this year, by relentlessly collecting bottles and cans, the family was able to raise $3,000, which is being awarded to 4 seniors throughout Broome County. One Vestal senior is being awarded a $500 Kenzie Jean Wheeler Memorial Scholarship for an impressive professional quality video demonstrating the importance of safety of children in automobiles. The family of Kenzie Jean gives a huge thank you and congratulations to Adam Lewis. The Broome Tioga Counselors Association Janice Wallenstein Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior who will be pursuing a degree in education or human services. Only 2 students are selected from Broome County. Nominees must submit an essay and a personal recommendation. I am proud to announce this year's winner of a $500 BTCA scholarship is Marina Klein. This scholarship was created as a memorial for Paul Kearns, a longtime Vestal resident who passed away in July 2014 after a lengthy illness. Throughout the ups and downs of his illness, his courage and strength were incredible. He continued to work, to coach his boys' basketball teams, and to volunteer in our community. He never complained and refused to let his illness interfere with life with his family. He overcame many challenges and was an inspiration to his family and friends. with how hard he fought to be present in his family's life. He left a huge impact on many people in his lifetime. The Paul Kearns Annual Scholarship Fund was created due to the incredible generosity of Paul's friends and family. To be eligible for this award, applicants are asked to write an essay in 500 words or less about a personal challenge that they have faced and to explain the difficulties that this challenge presented to them and how they overcame the challenge. They were also asked to describe the particular lessons that they learned and how these lessons have changed their future outlook on life. The winners of the 2020 Paul Kearns Memorial Scholarship are Laura Bird, Cassandra Chamberlain, Leah Eldred, and Megan Ruoff. The Women's Club of Endicott was originally formed in 1918. It was known as the Community Economic Club, but later changed its name to the Civic Club, and finally, in 1927, became known as it is today, Women's Club of Endicott. The purpose of this club is to bring together those who have a desire to promote the interests of humanity and who believe that by education and cooperation, one can obtain increased power and usefulness. The recipients of this award are chosen based on good character, personality, and scholastic achievement. Tonight, the Women's Club of Endicott would like to award a $500 scholarship to Abigail Kane. Congratulations to all the recipients.
Thank you so much, Mr. Malvasio. Now I will be presenting the American Red Cross Scholarship. Every year, a huge number of VHS students step up to donate blood at our annual fall blood drive and save lives. And this year was no exception. This December, Vestal High School collected 92 units of blood. In appreciation, the American Red Cross has generously donated a $500 scholarship to one of our graduating seniors. This year's scholarship goes to a student who not only volunteered for a double red donation every year that he was eligible, he also helped out at the canteen and helped clean up and tear down at the end of the day with a smile on his face. This $500 scholarship goes to Alex LeClaire. Congratulations. Our next presenter will be school counselor and Dollars for Scholars board member, Mrs. Katie Jablonowski. And she will finish up the Vestal Dollars for Scholars Awards.
Hi, everyone. I'm so happy for you. We miss you so much. The first award I'm going to be presenting is the Vestal Dental Award. The Vestal Dental Associates Award is presented to a senior who is interested in dentistry or other health-related careers. This year, we are pleased to present this award of $500 on behalf of Vestal Dental to Wee Nguyen. Congratulations, Wee. A $500 award has been established in memory of Pete Fussetti. Pete was a retired IBM Corporation employee, a dedicated volunteer for the Vestal Youth Football League for the past 40 years, and a veteran of World War II serving in the U.S. Army. He was a loving husband, father, grandfather, and great-grandfather. This year's winner of the Pete Fussetti Memorial Award is Richard Zeng. The children of John and Barbara Burns, in recognition of their parents, established this award of $600. John Burns is a well-known and admired former administrator in the Vestal school system. This year's winner of the John and Barbara Burns Award is Jenny Newens. The Vestal Youth Lacrosse Organization established this self-perpetuating annual award. This year, 2 awards of $750 will be given to seniors who have been active in their community and the school lacrosse team. Congratulations to Cassandra Chamberlain and Aaron Tebow. The following booster clubs have each provided awards to seniors who have shown dedication, leadership, and a commitment to their sport or their organization. The Vestal Music Boosters Club is presenting a $500 award to Dominic Perfetti. The Vestal Gridiron Booster Club is presenting two $500 awards, one each, to Joshua Kilpatrick and Brenna Burdick. The Vestal Lacrosse Booster Club is presenting two $500 awards, one to Daniel Patterson and one to Grace Harner. Congratulations. Each of the district schools' parent-teacher organizations or associations provides an award to a student that attended their school and made a lasting impression on the student body. This year's recipients by school are as follows. African Road Elementary PTA, a $500 award to Tina Zhang. Clayton Avenue Elementary PTO is giving a $500 award to Joshua Seifert. Glenwood Elementary School Community Association is giving two $750 awards, one to Santa Barbara Maslar and one to Annabelle Miller. The Tioga Hills Elementary PTA is giving a $500 award to Abigail Kane. The Vestal Hills Elementary PTA is giving a $500 award to Megan Ruoff. The Vestal Middle School Community Association is giving a $750 award to Jaren Shui. And the Vestal High School PTO is giving three $500 awards to Paul Egan, Benjamin Vincennes, and Isaac Weisman. Congratulations to those students. The next award is the Vestal Administrators Association Award. The Vestal Administrators Association sponsors this award of $750 for deserving Vestal High School senior who is pursuing a post-high school degree. This year's winner is Hallie Milligan. Philip Shimano was a longtime principal at Glenwood Elementary School. He was an integral part of the school's community and meant a great deal to the students, staff, and parents at the school. On behalf of his wife, Gail, and daughter, Lori, we are pleased to present this annual award of $500 to Kyle Rosa. The next award is the Kyle Baker Award. Kyle Baker was a member of the Vestal High School class of 1999. Kyle Baker lived a life full of love for his family, friends, and the great outdoors. His life was full of passionate and joyful enthusiasm. He was genuine and loyal, always appreciating the individuality of others. The things he valued most were those which he could share with others. Kyle measured personal achievement by how much he could help others to succeed. He valued his many opportunities to be involved in extracurricular activities, always a team player, never compromising his standards, and always giving his full effort. Recipients of this award are required to write an essay, providing examples of things they have done in their lifetime or future aspirations that demonstrate these values. Kyle's family has established a permanent fund in memory of their son to support Vestal students. On behalf of Kyle's parents, Ken and Rhonda Baker, we are pleased to present these $500 awards to Caitlin Aranda and Helen Guler. Sean Michael Kelly was a student in the Vestal School District who passed away in 2004. Many friends and family members contribute to establish this award of $2,000 given to students interested in psychology, social work, school counseling, suicide prevention, or education. Sean's grandfather, David Twomey, spearheaded his fundraising in memory of his grandson. This $2,000 award is being presented to Olivia Hutchings. The Vestal High School class of 1999 established this award in memory of their classmates who have passed. This $3,000 award is being presented to Savin Canaria. And my last award for the evening is the Lisa Yates Lamb Memorial Award. Lisa Yates Lamb was a 1978 graduate of Vestal School and longtime resident of Vestal, where she and her husband Jack raised their family. Lisa was active in the academic and athletic pursuits of her children, Andrew, Eric, and Kristen, who are also graduates of Vestal High School. Lisa studied pharmacy and was a graduate of Broome Community College and Massachusetts College of Pharmacy. She worked as a caring pharmacist in the Broome County area and then later in Hilton Head, South Carolina, where she and Jack relocated in 2014. Family, friends, and a sense of adventure characterized Lisa's life, which was cut short in 2016 in a tragic accident. In order to honor her memory, Lisa's family has established this award to help a deserving Vestal High School senior who is planning to attend a college or university to pursue education in a medical-related field or pharmacy. The Lisa Yates Lamb Award is made possible through the personal contributions of her family and the many donations from countless friends who knew and loved Lisa. Through the generosity of Jack Lamb and the family, this is one of Vestal Dollars for Scholars' highest monetary awards and will be given annually for years to come. This year's $5,000 Lisa Yates Lamb Memorial Award is being presented to Simone Davey. Congratulations, Simone. And congratulations to everybody.
Thank you, Mrs. Jabanowski. Now I will present the Wegmans Employee Scholarship. This scholarship began in 1984 and has since been awarded to more than 38,500 employees. Scholarship totaling more than $120 million. This scholarship program was created to assist their employees in pursuit of higher education and as a way for Wegmans to help their employees achieve their goals and pursuing their dreams, whether that means building a career at Wegmans or elsewhere. The 2020 winner of the $1,500 Wegmans Scholarship is Sarah Miner. To present the next bunch of scholarships, please welcome back Mrs. Chrissy Smith, School Counselor.
The VCHS 50 Plus Club was founded in 2007 by a group of Vestal graduates who had just celebrated their 50-year graduation from Vestal High School. In the years since, the club has maintained a membership of hundreds of fellow alumni. The most important goal of the dedicated members is to award scholarship money to graduating Vestal seniors who have demonstrated a strong work ethic and desire to continue pursuing higher education or in his or her chosen field of study. In 2009, the club has awarded $45,000 in scholarship awards. It is with a great deal of pleasure that the Vestal 50 Plus Club is awarding 5 $1,000 scholarships to this year's 2020 recipients: Cassandra Chamberlain, Jaron Shui, Marina Klein, Laura Martin, and Raven Van Gelder. The Tioga Terrace Civic Association is proud to announce that Avery Verkler is their 2020 scholarship winner. She has been involved in numerous service projects at the school and within the community. In school, she helped initiate Unified Basketball, a new varsity athletic club in which athletes with special needs are paired with general education students. Being part of the Running of the Bears 5K committee, she presented a PowerPoint to all 5 Vestal elementary schools to promote awareness of Prader-Willi syndrome and help encourage over 500 people in our community to participate in the 5K. She mentors freshmen every year and helps to plan events for younger children through the Peace Program. Her community service work includes volunteering at the Just Keep Believing fundraiser for spinal cord research for the past 9 years. She also volunteers at Willow Point Nursing Home and the St. Ambrose Soup Kitchen. All these things make Avery Verkler an ideal recipient for the $750 Tioga Terrace Civic Association Scholarship. The Girl Scout mission is to build girls of courage, confidence, character who make the world a better place. Girl Scouting provides the opportunity to learn lifelong skills such as more traditional camping, cooking, and sewing, modern skills such as technology, reducing our carbon footprint and media relations, and life skills such as team building, communication, and leadership. Our 2020 Girl Scout Service Unit 311 Award recipients embody Girl Scout mission by being people who make the world a better place through courage, confidence, and character. Some examples of how they work to make the world a better place include many instances of community service through nursing home visits, soup kitchen work, helping in the church, and other Scout groups. Sharing their talents in the areas of sports, music, and religion by participating in numerous clubs and events, and most importantly, giving back by using their experience to regularly teach and share with others in Scouting and other educational opportunities. Each recipient has incorporated Scouting values in the fabric of her being and plans to use what she has learned in her future endeavors. This year's Vestal Service Unit 311 has awarded Emma McDonald with a $250 award and Catherine Desker a $400 scholarship. Congratulations.
Thank you, and congratulations to all the students. Now, please welcome back our final presenter of the evening, Mrs. Dawn Young, who will close out the program with a few final scholarships and then her closing remarks.
The Jessie Baker Educational Scholarship was established in memory of Jessie Baker. Born in 1886, Jessie Baker attended local schools but never attended college. She worked for the Endicott Johnson Company while her husband worked for the railroad. Hard work and charity were dominant themes in Jessie Baker's life. She and her husband began buying IBM stock and over the years accumulated a large number of shares. Jessie was giving away over half of her income by the 1970s. Most of the charities she donated to were child-centered, even though Jessie and her husband had no children of their own. Tonight, her generosity continues. In her last will and testament, which she signed in 1977, Mrs. Baker endowed a scholarship fund for the use of students who desire a higher education. This year's recipients of the Jessie Baker Educational Scholarship are Sadie Campbell, Joshua Seifert, and Sue-Chen Slogar. The Perry Memorial Scholarship is given because of the unusual generosity of Dr. Orville L. Perry, a SUNY Binghamton professor of philosophy, and his wife, Marjorie, a longtime business teacher at the Vestal High School. Both Perrys, now deceased, had a profound respect for the education process, and it was their wish to contribute to future youths going into the field of education. The recipient of this $2,000 scholarship is Jenny Newens. Miss Gunlock, born June 20th, 1887, attended Vestal Elementary Schools and graduated from the Union Endicott High School at a time when the Vestal School District had no high school of its own. Her first year of teaching was in Vestal during the 1908-1909 school year, and she continued to teach in Vestal for 47 years, retiring in 1955. The last 17 years of her career were spent teaching 6th grade. This year, 8 deserving students were chosen to receive a $2,000 scholarship in memory of this highly respected woman. Our 2020 Susie Gunlock Memorial Scholarship winners are Laura Bird, Cameron Cook, Dorothy Donisick, Marina Gio, Abigail Kane, Alexander Leclerc, Jenny Newens, and Sue-Chen Slogar. Congratulations to all of our recipients. Before concluding our program this evening, I would like to thank a number of individuals. Angelique, Catherine, and Claire, our student MCs for the evening. You guys did an amazing job as always. Mr. Jeffrey Ahern, Superintendent of the Vestal Central School District. Ms. Andrea Miller, Mr. Richard Detko, and Dr. Andrew Blaine, our Vestal High School Assistant Principals. Ms. Siobhan Davey and the entire Vestal Dollars for Scholars organization. And the presenters who helped us to present the numerous scholarships we awarded here tonight, as well as the extremely generous sponsors who make this night possible. And finally, I'd like to thank, and especially, Mrs. Katie Jablanowski and Mrs. Jewel Cook, who are the co-coordinators of our Honors Night program. I invite you to stick around to check out a slideshow of our recipients and the various awards that they have received tonight, as well as special recognition for all our scholarship sponsors who have made this evening possible. Seniors, please pick up your awards tomorrow during our senior celebration at your appointment time between 1 and 5:30. We are so proud of you, and we can't wait to celebrate you all tomorrow. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, everyone. If you can hear me, I'm signing off.